Come on, man.
Look out, coach.
Try Jesus, not me, 'cause I throw hands. Try Jesus, please don't try me, because I fight. I know what he said about getting slapped. But if you touch me or mine, we gon' have to scrap. So try Jesus, please don't try me, because I fight. So I had to start the podcast with that. Just because I'm fucking out of my mind. Something's wrong with me, you guys, okay? Hope you guys can hear me good, because that would have been a really messed up intro without having the audio there. Yeah, so here's the thing. Twitter, right? Twitter triggers me, because people talk shit all kind of ways, I'll definitely highlight the person that's triggering me today, in a second. But it has to do with the Knicks. Here's the thing. I only care about the Knicks. I only care about that right there. This right here. I don't care about Dolan. I don't care about Oakley. I don't care about none of these people. I've been a fan longer than any of these people been around. So when I talk about the Knicks, or when I talk about whatever, there's no preconceived something. I don't care about RJ Barrett. I don't have a jersey. I don't have an RJ Barrett jersey. I don't have a Julius Randle jersey. Motherfucker, I don't even have a Ewing jersey. I don't have nothing. I got a old school Canby jersey, from Champion back in the days that I used to wear when I was a kid, and I got an Anthony Mason jersey that would probably never fit me. That I had since back in the days, Champion replica jersey. Okay, that's about it. I don't buy jerseys, man. During the era when the jerseys was cool, I didn't buy them either, not even for style. You know what I'm saying? This is the first jersey I bought in decades, okay? And look what it says. It says Die Hard Eru. Okay, nobody cares about that name, right? Nobody gives a fuck about that name, but everybody cares about the name on the other side, which is the Knicks. So that is the number one thing I wanted to say. The number one bullshit thing I want to say today before we get started, is that I only care about the name in the front of the jersey. So, when it comes down to it, we'll talk about it now. But let me say hi to you guys. You got I Am Jarrell is here, off from work today. yeah, I'm off from work today too, man. I think we live in the same life. I think we're like parallel versions of each other. Shout out to Pudge. What's good, man? Marvin, the man, as always, he's here. Morning, gentlemen. Hope all is well. I guess it's morning over there in Texas, man. Shout out to Texas. Shout out to Geraldine. Geraldine's always here. It's all my regulars, man. I really appreciate you guys, and I'm really trying to figure out something to do. For the regulars that always pop in here, man. We need to do something. You guys hanging out with me all the time, so we need to do something. So we'll figure it out, man. So shout out to everybody else here. You got Andy's here, Joshua Rivera, still Knicks fans is hanging out with us today. What's good, family? Salute to the chat. Yeah, man. Salute, man. I had a nice little rant on your show. I think I'm gonna cut it and post it again on my channel, man. If that's okay with you. What else? Justin Smith is here. For those that are old enough, do you remember Romper Room? So I feel like Romper Room when I say people's names. I'm like, oh, I see I Am Jarrell, I see Pudge, I see Justice Smith. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the topic again. I want to talk about this trade here that I put up here. So I'm gonna post. I'm gonna show the poll that I put up. This is a poll that I put on Twitter, and it's just simple. Nothing added to it. Hopefully you guys can see it pretty good right on the screen. Just take a look at before you even read the poll. Look at the percentage. Yes, 20%. No is 79%. I'm surprised 58 votes came in there because people are just haters. Because somebody could post something similar to mine, and they don't have a podcast or anything, and then they'll get 15,000 votes, and then I post it, and then I get nothing. But it is what it is. Shout out to Still Knicks. He knows what that's about as well. But take a look. Would you trade RJ Barrett for DeJounte Murray? So now the first thing, there's only two reactions. Obviously, yes, it's 20%. No is about 80%, right? So there's only two reactions. The one reaction is this one. Who are the 78%? At the time, it was 78%. Now it's 79. He's like, who are the 78%? I go on to say at the time it was 88%. It said 88 and counting. These are the ones that value player success over team success, but they will die on a hill denying that. So that's one sect of people. The other people that say would you trade Jonte, and they say yes, excuse me, they say no, they wouldn't do it. It's because they value what's on the back of the jersey more than what's on the front of the jersey. So my thing is, what has RJ Barrett done for us? You know, he's a good player, of course. And all things considered, I would love to keep him in there and we could continue to build with him. But at the same time, we're building a team. We have plenty of players on the squad that we can go to. You know, I'm going to talk about Quentin Grimes. Now, Quentin Grimes is a guy that I said was hot garbage the first time I ever saw him. You know, so now today I'm saying that Quentin Grimes is good enough to be our starting shooting guard. I'm quite sure a lot of people agree with that, even if it's off the bench. Right now, we got Fournier under contract, so Fournier can still be the starter at shooting guard. Fournier at shooting guard is fine for me. Okay, it's not the greatest, but Fournier at shooting guard is fine. You know, let's put Quentin Grimes off the bench coming to go behind Fournier. Or like I said, Grimes could start. That's fine. So we got the two guard spot locked, right? We just traded a first round pick for Cam Reddish. Am I not correct? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and then we still got Fournier as well, like I'm mentioning. So we technically have the small forward position locked up as well. You know, to get a backup person to fill that role. Okay, we got Alec Burks. Alec Burks can play the backup small forward for us if Cam Reddish could be slid to that 3. So here we go. RJ Barrett. Right now, I just painted a picture where RJ Barrett does not have a spot on the team, and the Knicks still look decent. I'm not saying that this is a championship team, because that's where people go. They'll say, yeah, but they're not winning no championship with that. But why does it have to go to championships? Because right now, with no trades, look where we are. We're in the toilet bowl right now, right? So if we was to trade, RJ to get another player, to get that point guard that we need, you know, we still fill the slots. You know, because Cam Reddish, I think Cam Reddish can give us about 15 to 18 points a game. You know, I don't know if he can do more than that, but I know for sure that he could, if given the minutes, I'll say 14. I say 14 to 18 points a game. I believe he can give us a game. You know, Julius Randle. I believe that Quentin Grimes eventually is going to be able to give us about 14, you know, maybe possibly 14 to 18 points a game too, once he gets there. At the present moment, he's a lock-in. He should be a lock-in as a rotation player. Fournier right now is 15 points a game the way that he was when he was in Orlando and Boston. 15 points a game, straight up across the board, 3 rebounds, three on boards, and decent shooting. That's Fournier right now. So he's good right there. If you take DeJounte Murray and stick him in the point guard position, you know, we locked down the point guard position forever. So now we can't even get to the conversation where we're saying, like, who do you trade for DeJounte Murray? It can't just be RJ. Who else would you give? Why would San Antonio do it? We can't even get to that conversation, you know, because look at the poll. 80% say no, hell no. You know, shout out to State. State always says he wouldn't trade RJ Barrett for God. I mean, not for God. You know, so like in order to get into heaven, right? You said you wouldn't even trade RJ for God. You know, so God is like, guess what, fam? Take the elevator going down. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, DeJounte Murray right now, he's an all-star. RJ Barrett has never been an all-star. Okay, not even close. He can't even be consistent enough to do that. Okay, let's see if he can make a layup. Sometimes, you know, once he gets it going, it looks great. But there's a lot of times he's inconsistent. DeJounte Murray already been through his trials and tribulations. Yes, he's 25 years old. RJ isn't 25 years old. Who cares? You know, I'm talking about this. I'm trying to win. DeJounte Murray is 25 years old, all-star, 20 points a game, 9 assists per game. Listen, you could Google it yourself. I'm not putting it up on the screen. 9 assists a game, 8 rebounds a game, and 2 steals a game. And he's not playing 38 minutes and 42 minutes like Tom Thibodeau would. They got him playing 34 minutes in San Antonio. 34 minutes per game. This is what he's doing here as a first-time All-Star in the NBA. Totally killing it. And he's been doing that, the last couple of years. Say 15 points a game, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. He's a good rebounder. This is what he does. This is essentially what we need at the point guard spot. Put DeJounte Murray next to Fournier. Like, people are all going to talk about defense. Big Grimes, man. So stop complaining. You're fishing the argument. Right there, the backcourt is solidified. Like I said, who was San Antonio want besides RJ? Yo, Obi could go and Quickly could go. See ya. Because then now who's your backup point guard, right? That's the next question. Quentin Grimes is right. I mean, not Quentin Grimes. Deuce McBride is right there. So you got Deuce McBride, coming up for DeJounte Murray. You got Grimes coming up for Fournier. Okay, your backcourt is solidified right now. That is a decent backcourt. Forward spots. You got Randall. You got Cam. There's a lot of trades and stuff. Maybe we could squeeze a small forward from San Antonio. Somebody on a lower end contract or whatever. They could come in there and stick that backup spot. Like I said, we still got Burks. We still could trade Burks. We still could trade Noel. We still could do these different moves and stuff like that to get that extra player to fill out the roster. Because that's the problem. It's not about this name, yo. Dyer Eru, it's not about the name on the back of the jersey, it's about the name on the front of the jersey. So of course we can make other moves to fill out the roster. You know what I'm saying? Then also that center spot, I am not a fan of Mitch Robinson. I'm sorry. Prayers up to his family. I know his dad is missing. Hopefully it's a misunderstanding and then that guy pops up. So I when I talk badly about Mitchell Robinson, I don't want to hear the bullshit about what's going on with that. We need to cut that and nip that in the butt right there. But so listen, I would love to get another player other than Mitchell Robinson at center. Somebody that can at least make a layup, that can at least hit a jump shot, that can at least set a pick, that can at least box out. That's it. Doesn't even have to be an all-star guy. I'm talking about Robin Lopez, basically. I just described Robin Lopez. Robin Lopez gives the best picks, one of the best picks in the NBA. He boxes out better than anybody in the NBA. He could rebound, he could block shots, and he's an intimidator. And he's not afraid of nothing. You know what I'm saying? So this is what we need next to Julius Randle. Somebody that could lock down his spot and not take up a lot of minutes and stuff. Because also a guy like Robin Lopez, he's not coming here to play 34 minutes a game. He's not even coming here to play 30. He's coming here to play possibly 15 to 20 minutes a game, Robin Lopez. So what's the answer at center? If we were to get a player like Robin Lopez, Jericho Sims, he's right there. Jericho Sims is playing good enough to be in the rotation now, but Tom Thibodeau don't want to put him in there. Next year, as he gets better, and stuff like that, get ready for the next season, he might be able to slide into that backup center spot point blank. So now you got Robert. Say this is all hypothetical. So Randall at the power forward, Cam Reddish at the small forward, Robin Lopez at the center, DeJounte Murray at point guard, and Fournier at the 2 guard. That's a decent starting 5 there. Quentin Grimes coming off the bench, right? Deuce McBride coming off the bench, right? Somebody that's coming off the bench at center. Oh, that's Jericho Sims, right? Small forward on the other side. Like I said, we could probably squeeze somebody from San Antonio because we're trading them players. They're gonna have to trade us somebody, or we could just sign a guy, sign a veteran to come in there and be a small forward. It doesn't have to be anybody special because Cam Reddish, I'm expecting him to fall into that 34 minute per game role. He should be the starter. He should be able to contribute as a starter. So get somebody to come off the bench at the forward spot, and then Julius Randle, who's coming off the bench for Julius Randle. Like I said, I would trade Obi to make that DeJounte Murray trade work. But as a power forward, backup power forward, there's so many out there. Like I said, we can get a player coming off the bench via trade or via sign. Shout out to Mook Morris. We can sign Mook Morris if you want to, or just whoever your favorite player is. Whoever you think they could play power forward, they could come off the bench for us. It's fine. So this is just baseline right here. So if we did this in the off season, of course, draft well, bring Rokas over, all these different variables and stuff. We have excess players and stuff to go to. Even Lucas Samanik. Check out Lucas Samanik. Call him up and make him be the backup power forward behind Julius Randle. It's about time. It's about time. How much more G League does he need to destroy in order for him to get props to come up to the NBA? So we have the horses in the stable. So the thing is to keep this thing rotating. We need a point guard beyond any means, for any means necessary. I'm trying to get that word out. by any means necessary, we need to get a point guard. Like I said, trading RJ Barrett won't be the end of the world because we have people to fill the spot. You know what I'm saying? So this is where I'm coming from with the argument. I feel like I needed to say it because I'm not going back and forth arguing with motherfuckers on Twitter, man. You know, I'm tired of that dumb shit. Because the people want to go back and forth and then like and do stuff like that. Let's exactly just show you the thread that today is annoying me because there's so many of them. So this is the thread that annoyed me today, fellas. You know, guys and girls. Oh yeah. Where is it at? Right here. Of course, it's my man State. I got to shout out to State. State is the man. So anyway, State he loves to attack my man Josh. This is Josh, Uncle Fulio from Nothing But Knicks. He loves to bomb. They love to bomb each other. I can't say that State likes to bomb him, but Uncle Fulio likes to bomb State too. So this is the argument here. So they're talking about, yeah, I'm sure, blah blah blah. So anyway, the gist of it is he's saying that Cam and this guy Jaden Ivey are both better than RJ from what he's seen. Now I get what he's coming from. This is Twitter. You know what I'm saying? This is Twitter, but I get what he's coming from. He's saying that the skill set, are better than RJ. Right now, RJ's handle is trash. He needs a pick to get free. He can't make layups. His jump shot is off and on. Like from game to game, I don't know if he's going to be good or not. You know what I'm saying? So coming in right now, Cam Reddish and Ivy, they both are, whatever. I mean, Cam Reddish, I could see Cam Reddish is a better face-up player than this, than the other. And Cam Reddish already done had his blowout games where he get 30 points, whatever. As a starter, he averaged 18 points a game in Atlanta. This guy Jaden Ivey. Come on, man. That dude is going to be ready to play in this NBA when he gets here. But he's probably a shooting guard. So if we was to draft Jaden Ivey, we still got Cam. That's exactly what I said. We still have Cam. So we'll be okay if we was to trade RJ Barrett. That's the gist of this argument. So anyway, I say I agree with Josh. Of course, I'm just joking because I know State is going to enjoy the argument with that. But that's what's given. Me and State, we got that rapport with each other. We do podcasts with each other. He knows where I'm coming from. And I know where he's coming from, so he can say what he wants to say, and I'm not going to take it a different way. You know what I'm saying? He says, give a basis why. I basically explain what I explained to you guys earlier in the podcast. Then this guy comes in there. He said, believing that RJ is tradable for a young elite point guard, says Cam is better than RJ, aren't the same thing. Anyway, he's just going on like that. And I'm like, nobody said Cam was better, right? So then he does this. He screenshots the conversation. So I mean, take a look at him. He goes by Captain Pearl NYK. He has 1,330 followers or whatever. Follow him if you want to. And this, that, the other. I don't know if he has a channel. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't care. But he makes a post here and he got to screenshot it. He screenshots it and then he makes the argument like, see, you said it there. Look, but you're gonna deny it? Okay. Like, listen, I don't have time for that bullshit. Listen, I'm a grown-ass man. You can hear me verbally saying it now. So if you're watching Mr. Captain Pearl or whatever, Twitter lawyers and stuff like that, this is the kind of shit that I can't deal with on Twitter. I actually said that screenshot shows me what kind of bitch be on Twitter. That's exactly what I said. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what I mean. Everybody on Twitter likes to do shit like that. Listen, we're not in the fucking court of law, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this, how many like misspelled quotes and stuff like that happens. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna read the post and you did say that word. You used that apostrophe a certain way, so I could tell the tone of your conversation. Like, man, get the fuck out of here. Listen, I said I didn't say it, so that's it. So you go, but you said you're gonna post a picture. Listen, I got a full tank of gas and I'm off today. I am Jarrell. You're off today, right? Listen, I'm angry enough to be like, hey, I got a full tank of gas. What the fuck do I got to do? Just let me know. You know what I'm saying? But why does it have to get to that point? I don't want it to get to that point. But hey, listen, I do a podcast. I don't do it for a living. I do it for fun. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be out there. So whatever. Cut the bullshit, man. Let's talk Knicks and cut the fucking bullshit. If I said I didn't say it, I didn't say it. You're gonna post something that say, oh, look, see that word there? You did say it, but whatever. Okay, but whatever. Okay, that's all I have to say about that. So anyway, the Knicks need to get better, man. I'll post a thumbnail. I didn't do it yet. I'll post a thumbnail to put out there so people could jump on in. So for those that are watching now, this post is about RJ. How good is RJ? And then is RJ the Knicks? RJ is not the Knicks, man. You know what I'm saying? Of course. Bottom line, of course, I would love to build around RJ. He's a good kid. Of course, I want him to be something. But rewind to Mr. Frank Ntilikina. That's Candyman. Shout out to Jarrell. That's freaking Candyman. This guy, Frank Ntilikina. Oh, Frank Ntilikina with the wingspan and with the height, and he's from France. He came from a winning organization. This, that, and the other. He plays defense. I never seen anybody play defense in such a way. Now look at this guy, Frank Ntilikina on Dallas. What is he doing on Dallas? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? So like the attachment to what you think a player is gonna do, you know what I'm saying? That shit'll get you fucked up in this life, man. Yo, I think this girl, she's so beautiful. Yo, she's this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, you know, she's stealing your money from you. She's like sleeping with your best friend. You know what I'm saying? She's like messing up your credit and all this different stuff. But oh my God, she's such a great person. You know, or whatever, or like you meet a stripper and then you get mad because she's stripping. Like, listen, you found her as a stripper, so you can't get mad at her. You know what I'm saying? You got to take it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? You can't turn out. You can't. I'm not gonna say the word, but you can't turn a sex worker into a family woman. You just can't do it. So I mean, like a guy like I'm sweating because I needed to open a window or something. The heat is blasting because it's like wintertime out this motherfucker. So anyway, you know what I'm saying? You cannot force somebody to be something they're not. And you can't hope and say, oh, the Knicks are not developing him. So listen, it's just crazy. It just goes back to the stripper. Shout out to strippers. Strippers are really nice people, man. I used to go to Rick's Cabaret on what was it, 32nd Street and 6th Avenue. I used to go there specifically for the wings. They had really great wings. So this is how long ago that was. I'm vegetarian. I've been vegetarian for like 15 years or so. So I say 15 years ago, I used to go to Rick's for lunch every like almost every time every lunch period, and I said go for the wings. You know what I'm saying? So I got to meet a lot of these strippers. You know, strippers or whatever. You know, they was cool. They was just chilling. They were, you know, just regular people. A lot of them trying to be nurses. A lot of them trying to be this, and a lot of them are freaking nasty too. You know what I'm saying? So like you have to like be realistic in your expectations of people. You know what I'm saying? You just have to be realistic in your expectations of anything in life, man. It's like, come on, man. Like I don't know. Like people like to they know who to push the buttons for. Like you think you might know who I am, right? So you push the buttons and whatever. So listen. You know, I tell everybody every day, I'm over 40, I'm overweight, I might be pre-diabetic, I got freaking asthma, my hand game is all fucked up because I haven't worked out in a long time. I got a bad hip. What else you need to know about me? This is the research. What else you need to know about me? But still, I'm gonna say whatever I'm gonna say. So if you need to do what you need to do, go ahead. You know, because I'm not running, because I can't run. I can't run. You know what I'm saying? So listen, it is what it is. Frank Ntilikina sucks. All right. RJ Barrett might never be an all-star. You know what I'm saying? He might end up being like Christian Laettner and be an all-star later on in his career. You know what I'm saying? He might end up being like what's the name? What's the guy's name for Chicago? Luol Deng. Luol Deng was an all-star once. You know what I'm saying? He never made an all-star team. He was playing with Tom Thibodeau and Vinny Del Negro and stuff like that, who was the original coach of that team. Tom Thibodeau took over that team. He didn't build Chicago. Vinny Del Negro did. And then Tom Thibodeau took over for Vinny Del Negro. Okay, let's keep that a buck. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it is what it is, man. So anyway, I don't want to take too much of your time because I'm going a little crazy here. But let's say what's up to some people. I see some new guys came up in here. Anyway, you got Survey is here. He was talking about Cat Grimes and stuff like that. We got King Ribby. I know King Ribby must think I'm crazy, man. Robin is a bum. Yeah, he is a bum. We did have him mad years ago, but listen, he still could box out, he still could rebound, he still could block shots, still could set a pick. You know, this is all you need to do. If you fill up the other positions 1 through 4, and then plus the backup positions with guys that could do something, then it doesn't matter who your center is. You know, say why would you pay $15 million for Mitch Robinson if not for nothing, Robin Lopez does what Mitch Robinson does better. But everybody wants to talk about the 70% from the field. Get out of here. Get out of here with that. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, what's up, Marvin Lasingue, whatever. I can't pronounce your name. Is it Haitian, man? Is that a Haitian last name? I'm not sure. So anyway, RJ is not going anywhere. Obi also, if he's not going anywhere, hey man, I don't give a fuck. To tell you the truth, if RJ is not going anywhere, okay, fine. But the thing is, we need to build around those guys. You know, Obi Toppin standing on the bench, getting 10 minutes a game for 2 straight seasons, man. You know, so when the hell are you gonna take advantage of what he does? Does that mean we need to trade RJ? I mean, Julius Randle. You know, Julius Randle averages like 20 something, 12 something, and 6 something a night. That's something that we need to take advantage of. Obi Toppin hasn't done it yet. Oh, if you give Obi Toppin the minutes, he'll do it. No, he won't. Get the fuck out of here, man. Did you see the dunk contest? You want to talk about pride? You want to talk about pride? Come on, man. You know, come on, man. Marvin, what's good, Marvin? The front office won't move RJ. Hey, if the front office don't move RJ, then guess what? The front office will be moved eventually. You know what I'm saying? If it comes down, listen, I'm trying to say I don't want to just throw away RJ, because the way that I painted the picture that we have replacements for RJ, I could paint a picture of how we can build around RJ. But this is not that podcast. You know what I'm saying? So for those that are not watching because they're mad that I'm trading RJ, listen, RJ, I can paint the picture to keep RJ, but everybody's doing that. You know what I'm saying? Every podcast is doing that, talking about how great RJ is. We need to do this to RJ. I'm tired of that shit. Let's talk about something else. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about something else. All right, because the conversations get diluted because of this love affair that people have with their emotions and imagination that's out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like toting the line of going too far. So I'm just gonna try to take it easy. Movies and stuff. What's good, man? You got tickets for me? Backup power forward while we got what? Backup power forward while we got Obi? Hell no. Come on, man. What is Obi doing for you, bro? Standing there, taking 3-pointers, shooting 20-something% from the field. Obi, he'll get better if we get him a point guard. So we got to get Obi a point guard. What about the Knicks? Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Dibs doesn't give playing time based on potential. Hey, yo, at this point, I don't know if you been around the whole Knicks verse. Every single Knicks fan, I want to say every single, but I want to say about 90% of Knicks fans want Tom Thibodeau out of here. So listen, there's any conversation pertaining to Tom Thibodeau is mute at this point. You know, that's it. Tom Thibodeau, who cares? Tom Thibodeau's an idiot. What else we got going on here? Okay, you're trying to fix what you were saying. Obi is oh no, this is a different person. Okay, so Obi is not any other power forward. Oh my God, did you just say he's Amari Stoudemire? Yo, Amari Stoudemire was Amari Stoudemire when he came into the league. Okay, Amari Stoudemire was Amari Stoudemire when he came into the league. Okay, when was the last time you seen Obi Toppin body somebody on the inside and banging on him? Huh? Amari Stoudemire was doing that from day one. You know, Marbury was saying that Amari is going to be a problem. He's going to be better than KG. That's what Marbury said in the beginning of Amari Stoudemire's career. Marbury said that Amari will be better than KG. That's how good he thought he was going to be. He didn't become as good as KG, but he became close, very close. You know, 20 and 10, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Playing center, playing for one of the most iconic teams in NBA history, that Steve Nash running gun team. Oh, but look, Amari Stoudemire had Nash. Yeah, but Amari Stoudemire also had Marbury. You know what I'm saying? And he also had what's the name? Fat Felton. You know, so go down the line. Listen, a player is gonna be good based off of him. Okay? A player is going to be good based off of them, not based off of anybody else, man. That it comes down to life. Listen, I'm a loser. I live with my mom. I'm in the basement. I have no children. I'm 40 years old. I don't have a good job, and this, that, and the other. Oh, woe is me. You know who the problem is? The person that's looking in the mirror, okay? You know, the person that's wasting all the lotion, you know, while he's in the bathroom with the door closed, you know, and the mom's knocking on the door. What you doing in there, son? You know what I'm saying? That is the person that needs to figure their fucking life out. It's not anybody else. Oh, I need to be home to take care of my mother. Man, you need to get your ass up and get the fuck out that house, man. You know what I'm saying? So listen, this Obi to Amari, that's a mute point too, man. You know, I can't even give no comparison because Obi is not a power player the way that Amari is. That to me should end the question. That should end the conversation. Obi Toppin is like 24 years old or whatever how old he is now. He has zero post game, man. You know, he cannot body he can't body a point guard inside. You know what I'm saying? He can't box out, he can't rebound, he can't do none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Amari Stoudemire at the rip, if he had no point guard, nothing. Amari Stoudemire at this time of his career as an assistant coach on the Nets could come out there and do better than freaking Obi Toppin is doing right now. Okay, as a backup player playing 10 minutes a game. Come on, man. You know? It's unreal. And of course, everybody agrees with Marvin. Because it's not because of what you see on the court, it's because what you imagine in out there, you know? The seduction, you know, that stripper that's on the stage, man. You think she loves you. Come on over here, girl. Come get that lap dance. I got $20 for you. Come over here, you know. Oh, you got one song for $20. Okay, girl, I got it. You know what I'm saying? It's a fantasy, man. It's a fantasy. Let's keep it 100, man. Are we Knicks fans, or are we? Or this is like a freaking groupie fan base? You know, I'm not in it for this. I've been a Knicks fan since Bernard King was on the roster. Okay, I was a little kid. I was about the size of my kids that are now. I've been following the Knicks since then. You're talking about 35 years. I want to say. Let's keep it a number. 35 years. How many things happened in 35 years? Am I still talking about damn son? We shouldn't trade Royce Spiral because he's the man. You know, am I still crying about trading Rod Strickland back in the days? Am I still crying that Charles Smith missed that layup? You know, let me tell you something. There's people that still are crying about that stuff. You know, and know who those people are? They're the ones that's wasting. Those guys are the reason why you can't find lotion at Target right now. Okay. Oh man, yeah. So Marvin, I'm sorry, man. I'm not gonna talk to you anymore. Justin Smith, what's good, man? I'm telling you, bro. Listen, yeah, man. Yeah, calm down. Yes, Marvin. I got to try my best. Listen, I'm feeling 100% actually. You know, the asthma's gone. You know, like I said, the asthma came through because I got COVID, so it kind of messed me up. So I'm back to normal. Like I said, the sweating that you see now is because I forgot to crack a window, and they got the heat blasting in this building. Thank God, because I pay rent, and this is where I live. I pay the bills here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not living in somebody else's house. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in somebody's basement. You know what I'm saying? Johnny Blaze, you must be on drugs, son. Okay, here we go. You're gonna get rid of one piece to get a Piga. No. Let's see what we got in the use, and then we'll know. RJ's the main piece. If he's the main piece, then what the hell? So let's. Here's the thing too. You know, like as a farmer, right? A farmer, what they do, you know, they come out and they say, you know what? Today's a good time to plant some corn. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, it's about that time. The soil is right. Let's plant that corn. They put the corn in there and wait. You know. Eventually, they harvest that corn. That's all I gotta say. Eventually, they harvest that corn. They harvest the corn. They take it out. They shuffle it and whatever. Say, hey, while the nitrates and stuff like that is good, let's plant something else in that soil to take advantage of the spike in that thing. So after they planted that, maybe they're gonna plant tobacco after that in the same spot. So the tobacco will grow, then they'll harvest that, and then they'll start the process over again. And the whole farm is like that. It has to do with the cows and everything too. The cows grow up and become mature. You kill the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And the next one comes up and you kill that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You save the women for milk. Eventually, you kill them, and then you keep the cycle moving because time goes on. You know, and meanwhile, the farm could bustle and make money throughout the years, or there might be a downtime where it might have a drought, or maybe people are just not buying farm fresh stuff anymore. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, but you have to keep it going, man. You have to keep it rotating. Or else you're going to be sitting there, in a barren farm, waiting for somebody to come help you. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Andy, what's good, man? Shout out to Frank, man. Yeah. The attachment to these players is ridiculous. Like I'm telling you, listen, when Rod Strickland was traded, I cried. You want to know why I cried? Because I was fucking 10 years old. I was like 10 years old when Ron Strickland got traded for Mo Cheeks. I was so upset. I was 10 years old. I cried, yo. You know what I'm saying? but I was 10 years old. My brothers and sisters, I'm 40 years old. So if we trade RJ Barrett, what does it do for me? You know what I'm saying? A lot of you are not 10 years old. You're watching this stuff because you're over 18. I know that for a fact because I blocked the kids from watching this stuff. This is an 18 or over podcast. So if you're over 18, and I'm quite sure a lot of you guys are way over 18 because the demographics say so. There's a lot of old heads watching this shit. So people that are making comments, you motherfuckers are old. You guys are old. And you're still talking about, oh, but he reminds me of Amari Stoudemire. It's crazy, man. It sounds like an R. Kelly song. You remind me of a Jeep. A Jeep? You look just like a car? Or something like my bank account? That's what you look like? What are you talking about, R. Kelly? Jesus Christ. What are you talking about? Hey, D, you will find if you eat healthy, delicious meals in a healthy... You will... Hey, I don't know what you're saying, man. I thought I said I wasn't talking to you anymore, Mr. Marvin Lasigue. Not on some real shit. Is that like a French name? I want to make sure I get the name correctly, man. So anyway, there's a lot of you guys laughing. A lot of you guys think that I'm stupid or whatever. I don't give a fuck, man. Mo Obama over Mitchell Robinson. Obviously, yes. Obviously, yes. But at the same time, like I said, I'd rather take Robin Lopez because I just need a guy to do center stuff. If you want to talk about somebody that we can build for the future, Jericho Sims is right there. Jericho Sims could hit his dick on the freaking top of the rim. You know what I'm saying? That's the guy and he sets great picks, man. He sets great picks. He has great hands. He's super strong. So he's ready. He's ready to get there to be the starter eventually. That's the guy that I'm waiting for. Mitchell Robinson here, we already had it for 4 years. Let another team take him, man. Sign and trade him to send him somewhere else and get us a better player because we have guys on the roster that could fill the spot today. I could rock with Jericho Sims and Taj Gibson. If Tom Thibodeau want to start Taj Gibson, fine. But Jericho Sims is there at least. Play both of those guys. And that sounds crazy to me because it is crazy. We still got Nerlens on the contract, but like I said, we could easily make trades, man. Because these guys, the money for these guys are not that messed up. And at the same time, Tom Thibodeau's out of here in my mind. Michael Lugo, what's good, man? Mitch can't stay healthy. Nobody's talking much about the $14 million they gave Rose to be a part-time player. Yeah, see, this is the thing. Nobody cares about Rose, right? But everybody say, yo, we need a point guard. Yo, we literally got Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose is the highest paid point guard we have on the team. Everybody keeps talking about spending the money on Kemba Walker. We wasted about $8 to $9 million on him, but we legit spent $14 million on Derrick Rose. When Derrick Rose comes back, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? We legit wasted $14 million on Derrick Rose. You know what I'm saying? But nobody talks about that. Now listen, we already signed Derrick Rose to see if he stays, right? If we sign Mitchell Robinson to a similar $14 million deal, I believe State was saying that he can't sign more than $15 million. So $15 million per year. If we sign Mitchell Robinson $15 million per year, and he comes in here with the ruptured scrotum, then what are we gonna do? He's gonna be out again with a ruptured scrotum? Come on, man. And then he's gonna sit on the bench there and do nothing, and we still gonna be stuck here, and then we still just gonna play Jericho Sims and we should have just played him. It's crazy to me, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. So my thing is like, okay, we got Deuce McBride. Like somebody said earlier, I wanna make sure that we can figure out what we have in these young players. Listen, we already know what we have in Quickly. There's nothing else there. If San Antonio would take RJ Quickly and Obi, right? Let's say those three guys. Yeah, I would even throw a first-round pick. I don't care. If we get DeJounte Murray is a bona fide point guard. Probably like if you want to argue, you can. I don't like to say top this because then somebody's gonna send me a screenshot and it's gonna make me go sit in my car and look on Google Maps. You know what I'm saying? But listen, 29-8, you can't get no better than that. You know what I'm saying? So if San Antonio is down to take RJ, who's a good kid, maybe they might see the potential in him. And Quickly, maybe they think Quickly might be good. Maybe they might think that Obi Toppin might be able to fit what they're trying to do there because San Antonio don't really have big men. So Obi Toppin is a hard worker and stuff like that. Quickly has a good rapport with that. So maybe they're thinking over there that maybe we can do a nice little hard reset because we have much younger players there. I'd rather go with RJ. Who knows? And then we give them draft picks and stuff like that. Maybe that's what they want. Who knows? This is a negotiation. This is all hypothetical. But if they say, okay, then I'm taking him. And then we just go like that. I already said it before. So for those that are popping in now and watching on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, please go back to the beginning of the pod and listen to what I was saying before. Just enjoy the podcast. Um, okay, this is Marvin. Marvin is the star of the show today. Said he said, "Hey D, I don't know what that's at. Me and my brother is diabetic. McDonald's meals and chocolate has been healthy. Uh, yeah. So I keep saying I'm not talking to you anymore, Marvin. Okay, because every time I click you, I read your comments and I'm like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? But shout out to anybody with diabetes. Please keep your sugar intact because they cut people's foot off, man. You got to be careful. Anyway, you see, Just So Cash here. This is my guy here. What's good, Just So Cash? So how's it going? Trying to send Randall to Portland for those draft picks they said they got. That's the thing too. Like, a lot of people saying, "Oh, Randall for Anthony Simmons." Why would they do that? It's just crazy. Why would they do that? Maybe CJ. If they had CJ, you trade CJ for Randall because the timeline gets good. But that makes more sense. But now that since that didn't happen, then that's a mute point. I think trading with Portland is out of the question, unless you want to send them Cam Reddish or something like that, and possibly get somebody back. But you're talking about small little moves there. At that point, it's not something that's going to really help the team like that. Anyway, so this is N Brian. Yeah, I listen. You guys got to subscribe to the podcast, man. For those that don't follow the podcast, a lot of people say they just found me. It's like weird, man. I've been doing this for a minute. How you just found me? Here's another thing too. Like shout out to State. I'm gonna shout out State here. But listen, people say, yo, State is in there doing podcasts in his what do you call it? At his job with his scrubs on behind the stretchers and stuff like that. I say, yo, you don't see me standing right next to him. You don't see me sitting right next to State. You know what I'm saying? So everybody keeps tagging and talking to him about his show. I'm standing right next to him. You know what I'm saying? So that just tells me that half the people out here on the internet are a bunch of suckers anyway. That's why I give it up like how I give it. Because everyone out here, listen, I'm just gonna say it. Everybody out here are a bunch of dick riders. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to your favorite channel, whoever it may be. You know what I'm saying? You're only there because everybody else is there. You're not there because the content is good. You're not there because the content has integrity. You're not there because they're giving you the real. You're there because everybody else is there. Same thing. The point that I made with the poll. I post a poll. I might get 10 people to do the poll. Somebody else posted the same poll. Meanwhile, they didn't got no other thing going on for themselves. Whatever. Meanwhile, 10,000 people will click that poll. But whatever. You know what I'm saying? You follow what you want to follow. I can't tell people what to do. And listen, I'm not doing this for money. Meanwhile, the Cash App symbol is right there. If you want to send some money, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? And or super chats are in effect and all that. If you want to drop me some money, go ahead. I would appreciate it, man. But I'm not here for that. Like I said, it's right there. If you want to do it, just scan it with your phone. It works like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, but I'm not here for that. You know what I'm saying? I see everything you guys saying, man. So I'm like addicted to the chat. I could easily do phone calls and stuff like that, but the chat, you guys make me the chat. I'm invested in, man, because you guys were here from the beginning. When people say they just found me, and saying these guys been here from the beginning, so they know what's up. I'm not doing nothing for clout. This is how I am. Like if you see me in the streets, listen, I'm not gonna be popping off every 5 seconds. Come on, man. I have a heart attack. But I could get crazy like anybody else. I'm passionate about these Knicks. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So Justin's about to have a heart attack. There you go, Robin Lopez and stuff like that. Here goes Marvin again. I don't know why I clicked it, but let's see what's up. Ron Strickland trade for just more cheeks made no sense. It didn't. See, we agree. See how we can agree? I cannot agree with you, and then I could totally agree with you at the same time. Such is life, right? Anyway, you know what I'm saying? He lost me with Jericho Sims and Taj Gibson and all that. Well, goodbye. See you later, Lugo. Don't ever watch again. Don't subscribe and all that. You know what I'm saying? Because you lost me with Jericho Sims and old ass Taj Gibson. Now listen, I didn't just say it as like I'd rather have Taj Gibson and Jericho Sims starting at the center position than Mitch Robinson. I didn't say that. Like, oh, you're so stupid. I'm smarter than you. I didn't say that. I just said that we can get away with it, but because Tom Thibodeau would be the asshole to start Taj Gibson, not me. You know what I'm saying? We need to get rid of Tom Thibodeau. That's always going to be the beginning of all conversations. Tom Thibodeau needs to get up out of here. So what I also said in the beginning with that is that Jericho Sims could come off the bench behind Robin Lopez. That's who I've been talking about for the majority of that portion of the conversation, because I know people like to screenshot and screen record. I also talked about that in the beginning of this podcast. You know what I'm saying? That like, hey, you did say it. Look at the 5-second clip. I did say it, but please negate the whole 30-second 2-minute rant that I had before that. Okay, so anyway. Oh, Marvin, I see another paragraph. Do I have to click it? Do I have to click it? I clicked it. Oh, well, why you don't want to speak to me anymore? Okay, it's your choice. I was giving my opinions. Please don't hate me. I don't hate you, man. I'm trying to figure out if you Haitian or not. Lord have mercy. Answer and you're actually obviously watching and listening. Are you Haitian or not? Okay, here you go. If I did, forgive me. Yes, it's a French last name. Are you Haitian? That's what I want to know. So anyway, I gotta catch up with these comments. I mean, you guys are going crazy, man. I'll never get done with these things. So anyway, I'll go down here. I guess I can wrap it up, man, because more than likely me and State are gonna go on at 10 p.m. It's 1:46 now. You might see me again on somebody else's channel like around 4 o'clock or so. So shout out to all the content creators out there. Shout out to the Knicks fans out there. Everybody out there. I see. I'm gonna look at these last few comments here. Shout out to everybody that's paying attention to the Knicks Nation. It's a beautiful situation here with being a Knicks fan. It's not like any other fandom out there. I'm the only reason why I'm here is because I love the Knicks so much. It's a way for me to get away from the world, and just bug out and kind of like be myself and let it go a little bit. To blow off some steam. I'm glad you guys enjoy it. I'm glad you guys follow it, and I'm just glad that that we can be a community that can go crazy on each other, and don't have to worry about no other nonsense. You know what I'm saying? So thank you guys for supporting. Not only me, but just any content creator out there, man. So like I said, don't get offended by anything that I say, especially Mike Lugo. I just told you to get the fuck out of here, but here you go. What do you really know about Sims? What do anybody really know about Sims outside of he got hops? Yo, what does anybody really know about Mitchell Robinson? I know he can't set picks. I know Mitchell Robinson can't make a layup. You know what I'm saying? I know Mitchell Robinson can't box out. That I know that for 4 years. It's not getting any better, but I'm not paying $15 million for that. You know what I'm saying? It's like buying a hoopty, right? And then like I don't know. It's like buying a used car, messing it up, and then like you don't like it, right, or whatever, and then you still like you leased it, and now you want to buy it. Like, why'd you do that? You're like, you already know the car's shit, so why would you buy the car after you leased it? It makes no damn sense. So I hope you got the reference for anybody that can make out what I'm saying. So anyway, we do know a lot about Sims. Sims could box out. Sims could rebound. Sims could dunk. He could make layups, and he could post up. He could do a lot of things that Mitch can't do. So anyway, yes, I am Haitian. So listen, I am Haitian by association. Okay, my kids are half Haitian. My wife is full Haitian. So anyway, I'm just trying to get you to get there, so I could tell you that me and you're probably cousins. Okay, cousins by osmosis. Shout out to Justin. Justin is also Haitian. All my Haitian people out there, you want to talk about passionate? Haitian people are fucking passionate, man. You go into a Haitian room, a Haitian party, anywhere where Haitians are, you got to kiss every motherfucker up in there. But after COVID, I'm not so sure about that. But it's close. You got to hug everybody in there. So anyway, let's keep on going. Andy. Yes. Absolutely. You can't get an all-star at every position. That's the point I'm trying to make. But it's better to get the skill players intact and then let Robin Lopez do what he's been doing for the last 12 years. Anyway, listen, Marvin, I'm gonna do a call-in show right now. Is the midday. This is like a treat because I just happen to have nothing to do today on my day off, so I just jumped on and said whatever I had to say. But listen, Marvin is probably like the greatest call-in person of all times, man. So check out his name, Marvin Perspective from the Other Side. Keep a lookout for him on any podcast. He's a freaking great guy, great insight and stuff like that. And we will have a call-in show pretty soon. Tonight we're going on at 10. We might do a calling show tonight at 10 me and State. So tune in for that. That's 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So anyway, I'm about to get up out of here. You know, you guys are going crazy now with the chat. With the shout out to Knicks fans, content. Yeah, shout out to everybody. Alton Lee's my guy as well. Mitch doesn't have a huge market for his. You know, not for nothing. A lot of people do value Mitch. So I mean, it might have to do with like a sign and trade. You know, so like let's say I don't know. It could be any team that needs a center. Maybe Indiana might need a center. You know, I could just throw any name out there, but there is a market, sign and trade market. You know, and we can package some people together to move them out there to get somebody that we want. So we'll see, man. Yeah, I'm not Haitian, but Sakpa say, Haitian people are the best. You know, shout out to the island. There's so much stuff going on with that island, and everybody that knows anything about anything, they know what the deal is with Haiti, man. So it's a lot of pain and suffering coming from that area. You know, for the people is too much. You know, but even though I say that, the heart of a Haitian person is incredible. You know, and it's very similar to the heart of a Knicks fan. So if you see a Haitian and they're a Knicks fan, you probably got one of the greatest people on the, you probably got one of the greatest people in the planet staring at you in your face, man. So anyway, I'm about to get up out of here, guys. You know, because we can go on forever. You know, especially if I crack the phone lines open, but we can go on forever. But thanks for tuning in to Dynex Podcast. For those that are just popping in, don't know what's going on, please check the beginning. I usually go on a nice little rant about whatever I want to talk about, and then I just start, you know, communicating with all my people there in the comment section. So anyway, you know, I apologize for the language, you know, saying, but this is an 18 and over podcast. This is not ESPN. I'm not trying to get no clout nowhere or whatever. I'm just trying to kick it with my peoples. So so it is what it is. So shout out to everybody listening, everybody that will listen later. 4 fingers to the forehead, tucking the thumb. Salute, and I see you guys later. Once again, 10 p.m. on this channel. Me and State are gonna go crazy with the Die Hard State of Mind. And then I think I'm gonna try to jump on somebody else's channel today, like around 4 or so, if they set up a show. So anyway, see you guys later. Peace.